Hi, I'm Paul. Welcome to your practice today for another jam session. Jam sessions are playful, they're fun, they can be a little bit funky. We're going to flow today. We're going to move into the hamstrings, the hips, and we'll bring out the spine with some twists as well, one of my favorite categories of postures. No props are necessary, but if you're tighter in the hamstrings and you have blocks around the house, it can always be helpful to have them nearby. It's for all levels, but there will be plenty of challenge for everybody. I'm so happy you're here. Let's get jamming. We'll start class in simple cross-legged position, Sukhasana. If you struggle to sit upright, you could always place a blanket under your hips, especially if you round back in your Sukhasana. And we'll do some side stretching. So walk your right hand over to the right, stretch your left arm alongside your ear. And you can stay up like this or even bring right elbow to or towards the floor as you look under your left arm. Take a breath in and exhale as you bow out through the left side body. Inhale, rise up, stretching both arms overhead. And with your exhale, walk left hand over to the left, maybe bringing left elbow to the floor. Look under the right arm and draw right shoulder back. Big breath in. Exhale. Inhale, both arms overhead as you rise up. Now side to side with the breath. Exhale, lean over to the right, look under the left arm. Inhale, rise up, both arms overhead. Exhale to the left. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. One more each side. Inhale and rise. Exhale to the right. I'm bringing an elbow to the floor. Just be where you need to be. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Let's come on to all fours. You can walk your hands forward of your shoulders. Spread your fingers, prepping for downward facing dog. Melt your chest. Shift up and back, and let's do it. Let's stretch out. First down dog of our class today. So with these shorter sequences, we want to get into all the hot spots right from the get-go, warming up shoulders, the big muscles of the body, the shoulders and legs. Press the floor away. Lift your tailbone towards the sky. Just notice if your shoulders tend to drop down. If so, lift your shoulders slightly away from the floor and press your chest towards your thighs. All right, one breath per pose for this sequence. Inhaling, lift your right leg up in the air. Exhale, step forward to lunge and lower your back knee to the floor. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the floor, lift your back leg. Inhale, front leg straight, coming onto the heel. Now, if you need to bend the knee or use blocks, here's where you would use blocks or bend the knee. Exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach arms up alongside the ears. Exhale, shift forward into the right leg, left knee to the chest. So we're standing on just the right leg. Inhale, back to crescent lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog, hands to the floor. Inhaling, lift your left leg up in the air. Exhale, step through, back knee to floor. Inhale, reach arms up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands down. Lift the back leg. Inhaling, front leg straight, come onto the heel if you can. Leg straight if possible. Exhale, bend the front knee, foot flat. Look forward. Inhale, reach up, crescent lunge. Exhale, right knee to the chest. Inhaling, step it back. Crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the floor. Downward diggity dog. Stretch up and back. Bring your knees to the floor. Lift your right leg up in the air behind you. Lift it even beyond parallel to the floor. 2 times we're going to lower chin. Let's make it 3. Chin and chest, 2 are towards the floor, like a push-up. Variation of chaturanga. Ready? Bend your elbows. Lower down. Push back up. Lower down. Push back up. One more. Down. And up. Now round, bringing right knee towards the nose. And step through to lunge. Scoot your back knee back a little bit. Another version of Anjaneyasana. So it's lunge into the front leg. But this time it lift the right heel off the floor as you stretch arms up overhead. Lunge deeply into the front leg, knee going past the ankle. How high can you get the right heel up and still balance? I've got Kali Mudra going with the hands here, where you're interlocking fingers, releasing pointer fingers and thumbs. Lift chest towards the sky. Draw your shoulders back and extend. Reach from your upper side ribs, right, just below the armpits. Extend out through the arms. It's a funky Anjaneya. Exhale, release. Hands to floor. We'll go Ardha Hanumanasana, runner stretch. Right heel extends out. Press the right heel down and pull back isometrically. Try to drag your foot back. Another place where blocks can come in handy for tighter hamstring muscles. Relax your face. Spread your toes. Deep breath. Inhale, lengthen forward, bend your knee. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your knees to the floor. Lift your left leg up in the air behind you. 3 times. We're going to bend elbows and we'll lower down. Running, bend, push back up. If you can't go all the way, go about halfway. Bend, push back up. If you can't go halfway, just stay. Down, up, knee to the nose. Step through to lunge. Scoot the back knee back. Let's rise up, lifting left heel off the floor. Stretch arms overhead. So front foot and back knee. So even with just the ball mounds and toes of the front foot down, you can still pull back isometrically, and that'll tone the muscles of the legs and hips. And at the same time, it creates a little bit more stability in the body. Now lift up and out of the waistline. So big lift to your spine as you curl up and back. You can always modify with front heel on the ground. Inhale and rise up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Runner stretch. Left heel down. Once again, we'll create tone and strength. Pressing the heel down, pull back. Isometrically drag it back, which means you're not moving it. It's just the intention is there to move. And then you feel into the hamstring. Just check in and you'll feel it stronger. It definitely lights up. Turn your belly over your thigh as you lift up and out of the waistline. So we're creating space. Right, that first pose we did was called Sukhasana. Sukhasana, or Sukha, means good space. We're trying to find good space in the body, and ultimately, this practice is about finding good space in the mind. Get lengthened forward, bend your knee, step back, downward dog. Bring your knees to the floor. Shift your left foot over to the left a couple of inches. Extend the right leg back behind you and ground through the foot as you stretch right arm alongside the ear. Look under the arm. From here, you could stay or lift the left knee and perhaps even lift the left foot as well. So you're balancing right, just on left hand and right foot. Stay in any one of those positions, or with the right hand, grab the outer left foot and just stretch it straight over to the side, looking over the right shoulder still. And then wherever you are, however you need to get there, we're stepping left foot forward to lunge. So make it smooth and graceful, or as I like to say, suave. And then we go lizard lunge. So either elbows to the floor or block, or hands to the floor. Find the lizard version that works for you. Could also have back knee on the floor. I've got the back leg lifted. Smooth transitions requires awareness, understanding of how your body moves through space, and just takes time to cultivate the ability to move with grace and ease. Of course, some of us have different backgrounds. Maybe you were a dancer. It comes more naturally, or you're just more athletic when you were younger, so you move through space in this way. For a lot of us, it just takes time and patience, consistency of showing up to the mat. Good. Inhale, rise up. Let's press back, downward dog. Knees to the floor, right foot to the right a little bit. Left leg stretches back, ground the foot. Left arm alongside the ear as you look up. Now you could stay like this before we make our transition into our lunge, or lift right knee or even right foot. Maybe stay like this as you press away from the floor through the right arm. Perhaps with left hand, you'll grab left foot and stretch it over to the side. As I said, jam sessions, playful, improvisational, and funky. And then we're working right foot towards the front of the mat or to the front of the mat. Lizard lunge. Maybe you stay up on hands, and if you're able to, elbows to floor or a block. Squeeze inner thighs towards the midline. Just look slightly forward. Soften the chest towards the ground. Nice groin and hip opener, lizard. One more breath here. Inhale, rise up. Plank pose. Exhale all the way to the floor, either knees down or just Chaturanga Dandasana. Point your toes. Cobra. Rise, lift through the side body. Draw your shoulders back. Pressing the hands down, pull them back. And as you do that, you'll feel your tricep muscles engage. Exhale. Diggity dog. Stretch up and back. Inhaling, lift your right leg up in the air. Exhale, step through to lunge. Keeping the left hand down, twist open to the right. If it's a jam session, we've got to be twisting. Pretty much if it's any class of mine, we've got to be twisting. Never a bad time for a twist. Stretch the arms. Hug the right knee in towards the midline. Tack the right hip back. The right buttock not only pulls back, but scoops under. And then we transition to side angle pose, Parsvakonasana. So step the right foot in a little bit, ground your back foot, and either go right forearm to the thigh, left arm alongside the ear, or right hand could come to the floor or a block on the inside of the front leg. So that's a funky little transition. Root the left thigh bone back and widen, and scoop your right buttock under. So you're trying to create a tone of the pelvic floor and a lift through the belly with those actions. And exhale, release, downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step it through. Right hand stays down, twist open to the left. Stretch through the arms. Squeeze inner thighs towards the midline. Relax your face. Left hip pulling back and scooping under. Good. Exhale, transition. Left foot steps in, right foot grounds. Find your Parsvakonasana, your side angle pose. Root the right thigh bone back, widen it, and then anchor the left buttock under. As you fully extend and reach out through the right arm. One more breath here. The end of the exhale, release hands to floor. Let's go back. Downward dog. One more time with that sequence, but we'll change the poses up and add on. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Now for the twist. You can repeat what we did earlier or take left arm to the outside of the right thigh, hands in prayer. Pull the right hip back. You can always modify your twist with back knee on the floor. So all levels means that even if you're more of a beginner, you can still work these poses, just different variations. For those who are more advanced in the practice, you could even take a bind here if you wanted to. Draw the right shoulder back. Tack the right hip back. Side angle pose. So release. Walk the right foot over, ground the back foot. Now this time you have the option to go for a half bind. Left arm behind the back into the right hip crease. If that doesn't work for you, hand to the hip or stretch alongside the ear. Right forearm could be on the thigh or hand on floor or block. Left thigh bone back, right buttock scoops under. Looking over the shoulder, draw your left shoulder back. Triangle pose, stretch the front leg straight. Block could come in handy or hand to floor or ankle. Left arm reaches for the sky. As the right buttock scoops under, it helps to externally rotate the thigh and line up the hip, the knee, and the ankle. Full stretch. Reach through your arms, lengthen out through your spine. Exhale, release. Downward dog. Last little part of the flow here. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Let's find our twist. Stay as you are with right hand down or take arm to outside of thigh. Squeeze thighs towards the midline and draw your left shoulder back. Soft eyes, especially the left eye. Left jaw, soft. Inhale, release, coming into Parsvakonasana, side angle pose. Maybe you're here, maybe going for the half bind. Root your right thigh bone back and scoop the left buttock under. Relax your face. A triangle pose, front leg straight. Reach out through the right arm. From your pelvis, ground through your legs, root into the earth. And from that, you can extend and lengthen through your spine more. Breathe, one more breath. Exhale, release. Hands to the floor. Downward dog. Knees to the floor. One camel pose. Toes tucked or pointed. You can always keep hands on hips as we lift up and out of the waistline, pressing the heart towards the sky. You can always modify with a hand behind the head if there's too much pressure in the neck, or go into your full camel pose. Drawing shoulder blades towards the spine and then pressing up into the heart. So we're warmed up, did a lot of different movements in a short amount of time. Inhale, lead with your heart, rise up. Exhale, child's pose. My hope is that what they say in jazz terminology is this one helps you to get in the pocket, right? To find the sweet spot, to get in the groove. Just rest your forehead down on the floor or the back of your hands. Feel your breath moving into your back body. One more deep breath here. All right, lie on your back, happy baby in Shavasana. And I always invite students to do, if there's anything else that you need to do, you're always welcome to do it. Maybe a supine twist, For some people, a plow pose or a shoulder stand to close out. You can always hit pause. Work in your final postures. Exhale and stretch out. But if you're ready for Shavasana, join me. I'll be here with you for just a few breaths. Just turn your palms up. Let your body be heavy on the ground. Just give up all effort. Sukham, good space. Right? We're letting go of control, tightness, contraction. Feeling your breath start to deepen and expand through your whole torso. It's a relaxed breath. I'll leave you here. If you can stay for a few minutes, please do so. Enjoy this time for yourself in stillness. I hope you enjoyed class. Be sure to like the class and subscribe to the channel. Never miss one of the 3 classes that we add to the channel every week. Always a pleasure and an honor to be on the mat with you. Thanks so much for being here. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.